Why U.S. veterans are still fighting after service. They risked their lives, they left their families, they fought for a flag that promised freedom, security, and honor. But when they come home, they're abandoned. This is the truth about America's veterans, the ones we praise and parades, but forget when the camera goes off. From the battlefield to the street corner, why are over 33,000 veterans sleeping on sidewalks in the richest country in the world? Why are so many facing mental health crisis, addictions, and suicides, all while the government drags its feet? The VA system, underfunded, backlogged, and riddled with bureaucracy that turns simple medical requests into years of waiting. Veterans are forced to fight new battles against red tape, against rising rent, against government that told them they'd be taken care of. You'd think they get health care, that housing would probably be a priority. That benefits would be delivered with speed, not resistance. But too often, veterans, especially black, brown, and poor veterans, are treated like disposable tools. Use them, then toss them aside. Let's be real. America loves the idea of a veteran, but it doesn't want to invest in the veteran. It doesn't want to heal the veteran, and it doesn't want to be held accountable for the long-term care veterans actually need. We're talking about people who carry trauma so you wouldn't have to. People who walk into war zones on behalf of a country that still turns a blind eye to them in the ER. If the government can send trillions to defense contracts, it can afford to take care of its defenders. If it can bail out banks, it can support soldiers. We see you, veterans, and we are calling out a system that claims to honor you while it lets you fall. The war didn't end when the mission did. For many of you, the war starts when you get home. This is not patriotism. This is neglect. This is betrayal. At Afro Vision Network, we speak the truth. We don't just wave the flag. We demand that it means something. To every veteran is still waiting to support, justice, and dignity. You shouldn't have to fight for what you were promised. Subscribe, share, speak up, because silence is complacency, and the truth deserves a voice. They wore the uniforms. They followed the orders. They defended this country, whether you believed in the mission or not. But when their service ended, the respect ended too. They weren't welcomed with opportunity. They were met with closed doors, long waits, and empty promises. This is the ugly truth. Veterans in America are not treated as heroes. They are often treated like burdens. And if you're black, the disrespect runs even deeper. From World War II to Vietnam to Iraq and Afghanistan, black soldiers have served in every war in this country, has fought often at higher per capita rate than their own white counterparts. But when they came home, no GI Bill, no housing, no fair job opportunities, and often no recognition. They were blocked from benefits through redlining, discrimination, racist VA administrators. The same system that exploited their labor on the battlefield erased their humanity back home. Over 33,000 veterans are homeless on any given night, and black veterans are disproportionately affected. How does that not happen in the richest? How does that happen in the richest nation on earth? Why does a veteran who fight in Fallujah have to fight again just to get a roof over his head? How does someone who gave everything for the country get nothing in return? Veterans carry deep wounds, not just physical but emotional. Post-traumatic stress disorder is real. Depression is real. Survivor's guilt is real. Yet the VA system is overwhelmed, underfunded, disorganized. Black veterans are less likely to receive proper mental health care, more likely to be misdiagnosed, and more likely to be criminalized rather than treated. Veterans are promised job training, career support, a chance to thrive, but the truth, many are left jobless, trapped in low-wage work, or discriminated against when they apply. The GI Bill, once a tool for upward mobility, didn't build wealth for black veterans. It built white suburbia. Every election season, politicians line up to salute the troops. They drape themselves in flags. They chant support the veterans. But when the camera goes off, VA budgets are slashed. Mental health programs ignored. Veterans' needs become political pawns. They praise veterans in speeches and portray them in policies. Fund the VA fully, no excuses. Ensure equality in healthcare, housing, and education for all veterans, especially those of color. Create oversight to track racial disparities in how benefits are distributed. Honor service with actions, not just words. At Afro Vision Network, we don't let these stories go untold. We speak for those who've been silenced. We stand with every veteran who have gave their lives to this country that needs to do better. To every soldier, sailor, Marine, airman, especially our black brothers and sisters, you deserve justice, not just a medal. Because truth is the only thing stronger than war. Please subscribe to Afro Vision Network.